This is it, boys and girls, the 10th generation Honda Accord. It was launched in the US back then in 2017 and in Thailand in 2019, so it's finally our turn in 2020. This is now going to be Honda Malaysia's new flagship product with equipment and pricing to match. So let's take a closer look at the brand new D segment sedan over here. Unlike its closest rival, the Toyota Camry, the Accord is still made in Malaysia, right over there in Pagoh, Melaka. In fact, that is only the 4th facility in the entire world to assemble the Accord, right after the US, China and Thailand. Now let's start with the pricing first, because that is a bit of a sore subject for Honda right now. The prices now start at 186,000 ringgit to 196,000 ringgit, despite this being a CKD model. But then again, that is to be expected with the entire Honda price range going up between 5 to now 15% across the board. Now compared to the Toyota Camry, that is still just 1,000 ringgit more expensive, but then again, remember that is from Thailand CBU. Under the hood here is a 1.5 litre VTEC Turbo engine, but it's not the same unit as found in the Civic or the CR-V. This is the highest tuned version we've seen so far, with 201 PS and 260 Newton meters of torque. That is in fact a lot more powerful compared to the same unit offered in the Accord in Thailand and in other markets as well. This is the same tuning you'd find in Australia, so finally we're not shortchanged when it comes to power outputs. Driving all that power to the front wheels is a CVT gearbox, and with this car being a little bit lighter than before, it gets from 0 to 100 in just 9 seconds depending on the specifications. The more expensive version is slightly heavier, so that takes 9.1 seconds. In the US, there's of course the much more powerful 2-litre turbo version that is the same engine as in the Civic Type R. But then again, with the 1.5-litre being this expensive already, the 2-litre version will not make any sense here in Malaysia. Beyond the engine, the Honda Accord have also gone through a thorough design overhaul on the outside. It's now no longer a traditional sedan, it's more of a fastback now, similar to what you've seen in the latest Civic. In terms of overall size, it's slightly shorter than before, 34mm shorter overall, with the wheelbase stretched by 55mm over 2.8 meters now. So this car is now smaller on the outside but much bigger on the inside, following Honda's ethos of man maximum, machine minimum. The rear end is perhaps the Accord's most controversial side, with a more of a fastback look and a very short rear deck. Honda says this is to give it that more coveted, sporty coupe look, much in line with the latest Civic, like I said before. It also has a much more sloping C-pillar for that coupe roofline. But here in Malaysia, of course, this look is somewhat associated with the Proton Accordana. So yeah, I don't know, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. On the inside, the Honda Accord has a very classy interior with plenty of premium touches, more befitting of its prestigious flagship stature. As for build quality, is the usual Honda Accord affair, with a lot of soft touch materials up top, and down here there's plenty of leather inserts as well. That's all very, very good. In the middle here, there's a bit of fake wood, which is alright because it's not very garish. It's not like the old car with very bright wood inserts. It's just that down here there's a little bit of scratchy hard plastic, but overall, together with this very nice feeling steering with soft leather and nice black leather interior, this cabin is quite a pleasant one to be in. The main highlight of the interior, of course, is this new big 8-inch touchscreen display, which is a big upgrade compared to the old 7-inch display of the old Accord. You now get a mixture of physical buttons as well as touch interface over here, which is a much better compromise than the full touch operations of the old car. And this is a proper floating display. It's a very thin display. It's not a Malaysian special fat version like in, you know, some other car brands. Standard across the board is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as a 10-speaker sound system with an integrated subwoofer. Also new is the instrument cluster, which is now a mix between analog dials and a fully digital side on the left. So you still get the traditional analog speedometer, but with a digital side on the left to show all sorts of extra and new information. I think this is a really good compromise again. Also new in the Accord is the addition of memory seat functions for the driver. As a flagship sedan, that is fantastic. In the back here, it's the usual Honda Accord affair. It's absolutely massive. With the stretch wheelbase, you now get almost 50mm more legroom, so it doesn't matter how tall you are, you will fit right in the back here. Headroom, however, is not that great. With me sitting all the way upright, I've only got like say 2-3 inches left of headroom, so if you're especially tall, you might have to slouch a little bit. Extra conveniences for the rear quarters include these shoulder switches, much like what you have in the Camry for a while now, as well as side window blinds. You also get these twin USB chargers down there. Overall, this is a really nice rear quarter to be in. It's nice and spacious, the seats are very soft, and with the small rear quarter windows, it's also very airy. Also, a big upgrade is the boot space, up 120 litres compared to before to now a humongous 570 litres of space. Short of the Volkswagen Passat, this is now the biggest boot space you can find on any sedan in Malaysia. As for safety, the Honda Accord gets 6 airbags and electronic stability control as standard across the range, but the range-topping TC Premium version adds on the full suite of active safety Honda sensing features. This includes autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, low-speed follow, and even lane keeping assist for that semi-autonomous driving feature. Also exclusive to the premium version is auto high beam, rear cross traffic monitor, smart parking assist system, and tire deflation warning system, as well as a full 360-degree camera. So obviously you do get a lot for that extra 10,000 ringgit for the premium version on top of the bigger wheels. You get 18s with the premium and 17s with the standard car. So if you're choosing between the two, of course, I would recommend that you get the TCP. But then again, what do you think of this car's styling, this car's performance and price? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.